No worries. One. Okay, got it. How many participants are there right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16. 18 participants are there.
Okay. Hi everyone.
Hi, ma'am.
I'm getting no voices. Like I feel like I'm just, training to the screen only. Can I get a response from you people, please?
All of you can unmute your mic and can give answer to ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, should I make you co-host? Do you want to share the screen?
Yes, I need to.
Okay, so you are a co-host now. You can unmute anyone. You can share your screen now.
Thank you so much. I'm not able to share my windows. Can you help me out for that?
Ma'am, can you share me your material? I can share the screen if you are struggling.
Just a moment. Let me just share the PPT with you.
Yeah. So my number I'll give you in a chat box. This is my number. That's my email address. And ma'am, you are directly from the university, or we are, working with you through a Plyboard or MSM portal, something like that?
I'm working with MSM, but directly associated with the university. So I represent Brescia University College. We do have every week meeting with the international team also, and Brescia has just, tied up with MSM. So any of the consultants who are based at India, not India also, Asian countries, they are supposed to punch all the application from MSM only.
Okay. So earlier it was with Plyboard, right?
Yeah, I guess this year they are no more with Russia. Only few of the consultants are directly associated with Brescia University right now. Where are you? I'll share the PPT with you. You got the PPT, Ruxana?
Wait a minute, ma'am. You have sent me on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I have received, yeah. Okay, ma'am, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see like I'm starting the presentation. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am, we can start.
Hi everyone, I'm Veena Mistry, representative of Brescia University College from London, Ontario. So we do have a PPT which gives a crystal clear, clarity about the university, what are the offerings of the university. As we know that Brescia University College is a women's university, so the enrollment which we need to get is for female candidates only. It is affiliated to Western University. Again, Western University is the third largest university from London, or like you can say Ontario. So if a student is getting admission in Brescia University College, the degree with the student is getting is from Western University. The third slide, can we go?
Yeah.
As I told you, is based at London, Ontario. If we talk about London, London is the biggest manufacturing unit for food industry. You can say auto parts or many of the spare parts also, the manufacturing units are situated at London. London has banking industry, very nicely developed. The medical field over London is again nicely developed. Why I'm telling you this thing? The reason is very clear. We do have courses for this industries. So Brescia University College has programs for an art student, commerce students, and science student also. For any of the programs, mathematics is not required in BUC. Next slide. As I told you,
आप तो खास ये बता दीजिए ना, यू खाली वुमेन के लिए है, खाली फीमेल्स के लिए,
सिर्फ फीमेल्स के लिए है. Undergraduate programs for 23, like September 23 इंटेक के लिए भी undergraduate programs है. उन्होंने अभी just last week PG diploma course announce किया है, that is diploma in management 1 year course. उसके बाद भी work permit है. I will just share the details of that course also with you. Anything else?
No ma'am.
Okay. The ratio between student and the teacher is 11:1. Classroom size is not more than 29 students. Until date, 8,000 plus alumni has passed from Brescia University College. It is been told that for Brescia University College, the employment ratio is 100%. Till date, any of the student who has got a degree from Brescia University College, they had got a job as soon as they have just, passed out from this particular university. The visa ratio is 85%. Next slide. So these are the programs which we are offering to the students: arts and humanity, family studies and human development, food and nutrition, health science, kinesiology, management and organizational studies, social science. For health science and kinesiology, 75% is minimum requirement. We are not charging any application fees. So what we tell the consultant is, if possible, ask the student to choose 2 courses. What will happen if any of the courses or program doesn't have much of competition, the student will get the offer letter as soon as possible. Next slide. Okay, this is a language requirement. We accept all the criteria for the students. IELTS 6.5, not less than 6. Based on Duolingo and MOI also, a student is being given offer letter. The requirement for MOI is 4 years in an English medium school, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. तो आपको बच्चों को पूछ लेना पड़ेगा कि continuous basis पे if they have studied in English medium school, then only MOI is applicable.
Okay, ma'am, is there any like something ki student should have a CBSE board, state
No,
board,
no,
something?
no.
No, nothing.
Gujarat board, state board, anything is acceptable, but continuously 4 years. It should be
Would
from
be in
English medium
English.
school.
Okay.
Because the basic requirement to get admission in any of the program is 10th and 12th mark sheet.
Right.
Can you go to the academic program, the upper slide?
Upper slide. Okay.
Yeah. We do have a credit transfer for the student also. For example, if a student has done BCom in accounting, right, 3 years of graduation from any of the colleges from India also, there will be an credit transfer. So the student has to select management and organization studies in accounting. What will happen? There will be a course verification. If the 3 years courses are equivalent to 2 years courses, then the student will directly get admission in the 3rd year.
Okay.
So none of the universities offered credit transfer from India to Western countries, which Russia is giving to the students.
So ma'am, is there any requirement of VES evaluation when we applying for the
No,
credit
no.
transfer? Okay.
No, you just need to send a mail for the course verification to the admission team. Once
Okay.
the admission team is telling you, go with it, you need to punch the application. That's all.
True.
Ruxana, ma'am, Crandall is also giving this credit transfer, but ये तो मैम स्टूडेंट का नुकसान हो जाएगा क्योंकि 12+3 के बेस पे अगर ही इज गेटिंग पीजी डिप्लोमा तो फिर वो 2 साल बैचलर्स डिग्री क्यों करे?
एक रीजन बहुत क्लियर है कि डिग्री कोर्सेज जब भी बच्चा कनाडा से करता है, जो पीआर के पॉइंट सिस्टम है वो बढ़ जाते हैं। आप 2 साल में 4 साल के आपको पॉइंट सिस्टम मिल रहा है क्योंकि आपका कोर्स वेरिफिकेशन हो रहा है। आपको क्रेडिट जो फर्स्ट और सेकंड ईयर में जो पॉइंट्स मिल रहे हैं वो आपको 3 साल में मिल रहा है। आप जब भी पीजी डिप्लोमा कोर्स करते हैं तो वापस से क्रेडिट के जो मतलब पॉइंट सिस्टम होते हैं वो कम होते हैं, तो यहाँ के पॉइंट सिस्टम वहां पे एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है। सो जो भी बच्चा जब अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम लेने की कोशिश करता है, द स्टूडेंट इज वेरी क्लियर अबाउट वन थिंग, दैट इज हाउ टू अप्लाई फॉर द पीआर पार्ट, क्योंकि कनाडा इज वेरी क्लियर अबाउट द पॉइंट सिस्टम। तो बच्चे के अल्टीमेटली क्या हो रहा है कि फर्स्ट और सेकेंड ईयर का जो ब्रशिया के पॉइंट सिस्टम है उसका कोर्स इवेल्युएट होकर उसको वो पॉइंट ऐड होकर आ रहा है। वो वही चीज पीजी डिप्लोमा या मास्टर्स कोर्स करेगा तो वो उसे 3 साल का एड ऑन वापस से करना पड़ेगा। और 2 साल में अंडर ग्रेजुएट डिग्री मिलना मतलब यू कैन से वो बच्चा कभी भी वापस इंडिया तो नहीं आने वाला है क्योंकि वो वहां सेटल ही हो जाने वाला है।
जी मैम।
नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। एनी क्वेश्चंस रिगार्डिंग लैंग्वेज रिक्वायरमेंट और एनीथिंग?
दीक्षा एमओआई के बेसिस पे एडमिशन दे रहे हैं, 4 साल का
पर
इंग्लिश
एमओआई पे रुखसाना खाली अंडर ग्रेजुएट को देंगे ना, पीजी के
हाँ,
लिए नहीं
हाँ।
देते ना?
पीजी मैम पीजी के लिए नहीं है ना?
नहीं, पीजी के लिए
पीजी
नहीं
के
है।
लिए नहीं, राइट।
पीजी डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज के लिए आइलेट्स हैज टू बी देयर, आइलेट्स और टॉफल, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली स्टूडेंट को तुरंत ही वीजा फाइल के लिए रख देना होगा।
जी जी जी।
नेक्स्ट। Okay, this is the admission requirement. The student needs to get minimum 66% in the major 4 subjects. अगर वो साइंस का बच्चा है तो उसके 5 major subjects होते हैं। We do have intake for January, May and September. January and September had scholarship, May doesn't have scholarship. So we again tell the consultant कि बच्चा अगर May के लिए आपको force कर रहा है तो tell them to take an offer letter for September also. Reason is very clear, अगर उसको scholarship मिल जाएगा so she can think about it, that's all. We cannot force the student, but we will keep the options open for the student. The application fees, as I told you, we don't have any sort of application fees. The timeline is 2 weeks for all the programs except the medical programs. It will take minimum 30 days for the processing time. Next slide. Next. Okay, why Brescia, right? Why a student needs to take Brescia? As I told you about the ratio, the average, but the biggest plus point for them is they will get a degree from Western University. All the classes on Western Huron and Kings, the student has direct access. All the clubs and the libraries at Western Huron and Kings, the student will have a direct access. If I'm telling the access part, in the last slide, I will show you why I meant that the student has a direct access to Western University. In fact, on-campus job opportunities जो Western के पास होगा, Brescia has an access for that job opportunities. Any questions regarding this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you need to come down to, I guess, next. Next, we will come directly to the wraparound. All these are just examples. You know, the students till date have passed on. So all the examples which we need to tell the students, the testimonials of the students are there. Okay.
Okay, right.
The wraparound support is the best part of about Brescia University College. Once the student is getting an offer letter, the second part the student is supposed to do is accepting the offer letter. So when the student is accepting the offer letter, there will be a dedicated counselor to the student till the student is getting a job in the market. So day one, they are entering the university. They do have a counselor given to them. For September intake, parents will be invited for the orientation program. So visitors visa to parents. So again in Gujarat, it can be a biggest USP. Next slide. Is the stay on Brescia is a single occupancy stay. The stay is a luxury stay over there. Next. The food meal plan is 7 days meal plan. Next. Okay, the best part about Brescia University College is the scholarship programs. Like every year, Brescia is getting 2 million financial aid, and this 2 million is distributed among the students. So the second part which Brescia takes care is they never increase the population of the student. Their student population is around 1600 only. वो कभी भी इस part को इसलिए नहीं बढ़ाते because they are very clear that whatever financial aid they are getting, it should be distributed among the students only. Next slide. The fees part. The fees is around 42,000 to 53,000. The management courses are around 53,500. Rest of the programs are 42,100. Residential fees is 14,000 to 15,000. So you need to take care of about 3 things. One, the academics of the student, not less than 66%, female candidate, and the fees part also.
मैम पीजी के प्रोग्राम्स नहीं है इसमें?
पीजी के प्रोग्राम इस स्लाइड में नहीं है, वो लिंक पे शेयर करोगे बिकॉज जस्ट यू कैन से लास्ट वीक ओनली दे हैव अनाउंस दैट प्रोग्राम. और पीजी में सिर्फ एक ही प्रोग्राम उन्होंने इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए ओपन किया है, दैट इज मैनेजमेंट प्रोग्राम.
ठीक है मैम, आप एक बार वो भी भेज दीजिए ना. 1 ईयर का है वो, 2 इयर्स के है?
इस 1 ईयर.
1 ईयर. इसमें मैम हमारे स्टूडेंट्स गए हैं आज से कितने साल पहले, 2018 में या 2019 में वी सेंट 2 स्टूडेंट्स हियर. पीजी प्रोग्राम के लिए ही गई हैं. 1 ईयर के थे उनके प्रोग्राम्स. पलक एंड दूसरी का नाम तो मुझे नहीं याद है.
सी एक्चुअली मैम ऐसा था कि ब्रशिया को पहले लोग सामने से अप्रोच करते थे. ब्रशिया कभी भी खुद से चलकर मार्केट में नहीं आया था. दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम ब्रशिया हैज अप्रोच द मार्केट. सो बहुत सारी चीजें चेंजेस आएंगे. जैसे इफ यू टॉक अबाउट अस, लाइक वी हैव अ डिस्कशन अबाउट द रिफंड पॉलिसी आल्सो, जो ब्रशिया को कभी बनाने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी. क्यों? क्योंकि स्टूडेंट ने चूज किया, उन्होंने अप्लाई किया, ऑफर लेटर आया, एडमिशन ले लिया. इसीलिए उनका जो वीजा रेशियो भी है इतना हाई है.
जी मैम.
अब जाकर उन्हें समझ में आ रहा है कि इंडियन मार्केट में एंटर हुए हैं तो फिर और 10 चीजें उन्हें करनी ही है जो उन्होंने कभी वर्कआउट ही नहीं किया था. The most important part about Brescia, we need to understand this particular slide, that is a scholarship slide. Entrance scholarship is something the student can engage every year. उनको सिर्फ अपना स्कोर जो है वो मेंटेन करना है. इसलिए हम कंसल्टेंट को बोलते हैं कि इफ यू आर गेटिंग अ स्टूडेंट विद 70%, टेक द एडमिशन नॉट ऑन 66%, because 70% से scholarship start हो जाता है. You can see the slab is 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 and 6,000. So based on the academic score, this particular amount can be engaged by the student every year. Then is the International President's Award. That is an application-based scholarship. Student को apply करना है. There has to be 2 references from the school teachers. That the student was good in sports, co-curriculum activity or volunteer services, anything. And this is also something if a student want, it's possible to get very easily. Then is the program awards. If a student is taking food and nutrition, arts and humanity or MOS, again $1,000. So from 9,000 till 15,000 for a student is possible to get encashed. So अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ कि मेरी fees is 42,000, it comes down to almost 32 or 33,000 Canadian dollar, a normal fees of Ontario. So मैं directly fees कम नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, but मैं scholarships बहुत high scale पे students को दे रही हूँ. questions regarding this? Because this is something which you need to explain to the student on regular basis.
No, ma'am. No questions from my side. Thank you.
Okay. Now the next slide is about the campus. Next. This is the campus. And when I told you access to Western University, Brescia, you can see adjoining is Western University. On the head of Brescia, Huron is there. So all the things are at a walking distance to a student. So when we mean that access to Western University, we make it very clear. It's a direct access. So all about Brescia, any questions or any doubts if any of the counselor has?
मैम एप्लीकेशन से एमएसएम के पोर्टल से ही जाएगी ना?
हाँ, पंच आपको एप्लीकेशन एमएसएम के पोर्टल से करना है, बट ब्रशिया का प्रोसेस है कि पहले आपको मेल करना होगा. देयर विल बी अ प्री असेसमेंट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट, देन ओनली द पंचिंग पार्ट विल बी देयर.
मैम पीजी के लिंक आप शेयर कर रहे हैं तो मैं वो भी क्या यहाँ पे टीम को दिखा दूं एक बार?
Just a moment.
और टीम मेंबर्स, मुझे आप लोगों को बताना है कि अपनी 4:30 को HDFC के साथ ट्रेनिंग है, राइट? सो 4:30 को आई विल कॉल यू एवरीवन, सो विल हैव अ मीटिंग विद फॉर एजुकेशन लोन. ओके.
I'll just share the link.
Yes, ma'am.
for
I'll share the screen.
program.
Okay.
These are 8 months professional post-degree program. So all the students who have completed their graduation can apply for this course. And they do have a work permit provision also. So it's something which a student directly wants to go and get, you know, we can say absorbed in Canada market. Definitely, this is the course they need to apply.
Okay. So this is the normal business program.
Yeah, normal business program.
Okay. Or any background student can take this.
Management students cannot take this program because already in graduation they have done this particular program. So they are not
Okay.
eligible. Any student who are from, you know, business management background, they cannot take this course.
Okay. So other background students like engineering, medical, they can take. but it-
Anyone,
Okay. And it's not like they should have experience related to the management.
nothing.
Okay.
Actually, this is something for the कुछ बच्चे होते हैं ना, they just want to pay for 1 year and get settled down in Canada.
Okay.
So,
मैम इसमें
This
आइल्स
is-
की रिक्वायरमेंट 6.5 की रहेगी?
yeah, 6.5.
ओके. ये जो यूजी का आपने रिक्वायरमेंट बताया सेम ही रहेगा?
हाँ.
ओके
इसमें
मैम.
एमओआई और डियोलिंगो नहीं एप्लीकेबल होगा क्योंकि इस प्रोग्राम को सिलेक्ट करने के बाद बच्चे को डायरेक्टली वीजा के लिए फाइल कर देना होगा.
ओके. Duolingo and MOI is not acceptable. गैप
No.
ईयर का कुछ है मैम यहाँ पे?
नहीं, गैप ईयर इज जस्टिफाइड एंड एक्सेप्टेबल.
और डिस्टेंस लर्निंग?
Distance learning, they need there will be a, you can say, verification, so the student need to provide all the details. Their all certificate will be verified. तो उनको अगर university बोलेगा the link and the, you know, college or university details, the student needs to provide everything.
ओके मैम. $19,500 इसका ट्यूशन फीस
Yes.
रहेगा.
Yes.
And there is no scholarship for PG students, right ma'am?
No, right now they have not declared anything about it, but we are working if they can give anything. But I don't think so. Okay, they will.
Right. Okay. Assessment like for this program as well, right ma'am?
Yes. And this PG like diploma courses, you need to send all the details on mail only. This is not supposed to get punched from MSM also. आपको admission team को सिर्फ एक mail भेज देना है.
Okay. Okay. So that will directly go to you.
Not to me, the
Okay.
admission team.
Okay, admission team. Okay, and they'll guide us for the application if the application is approved.
Yes. For Brescia, pre-assessment is mandatory. Like if the student is non-eligible, the first thing which we do is we reject from our side only. We don't tell everyone to
Okay.
punch the applications.
Right, ma'am.
So do you think so for September intake, we can try for the undergraduate program? Like 30th April is the last date for September intake.
Okay, ma'am, there is no math requirement in the 12th
No.
grade, right? Okay.
Yes. No mathematics required, age gap is justified.
Okay, and ma'am, what about this health science and kinesiology? Do you require mathematics in that?
None of the programs.
None of the program require math.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
I guess there are a few places in Gujarat which can promote this very nicely and get, sure admissions for this particular, especially if you talk about Anand is there, Bharuch is there.
Mhm.
Vapi is again a place which can do this thing very easily compared to, Ahmedabad or Baroda.
Right, ma'am. ओके मैम, कुछ क्वेरी तो नहीं है, आपने काफी सारी चीजें एक्सप्लेन कर ही दी है. ओके, एक अच्छा पार्ट इसमें ये है कि मैथमेटिक्स रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है, चाहे हम साइंस प्रोग्राम के लिए जाते हैं या मैथमेटिक्स के लिए, सॉरी कॉमर्स प्रोग्राम्स के लिए, देयर इज नो मैथ रिक्वायरमेंट, सो दैट इज द गुड पॉइंट.
ना ये हेल्थ और न्यूट्रिशन है, वो भी बैचलर्स ऑफ आर्ट्स है.
हाँ
बीए साइंस एंड न्यूट्रिशन.
जी.
उन्होंने लिखा है BA but generally is honors which is given to the students, so it will be, you can say, degree of health science है. So BA BSc काफी बार कैसे होता है कि इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए उन्हें लिख देना पड़ता है, उन्हें भी काफी बार नहीं पता होता कि वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में इज जस्ट अ डिग्री प्रोग्राम. They don't have like BA, BCom or BSc for that.
Right.
One of the courses is dietitian course in food and nutrition. That is something, highly in demand at London, Ontario, which can be promoted.
Yes, ma'am.
Then MOS is something which can be promoted because, as I told you, the job ratio for Brescia University College is 100%. Till date, none of the student is jobless from that university. Any other questions from the team or your counselors?
टीम किसी को कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो आप पूछ ले मैम, बाकी क्लियर है मैम, कोई डाउट नहीं है.
In fact, any of your branches, like if can gather students and need some sort of counseling also, you can approach me for the September intake because we don't have much time for the September intake. It will close down by 30th of April.
Okay.
ओके, सब लोग यहीं पे रुकना. मुझे तुम लोगों को लॉरेंशियन के बारे में बात करनी है, तो तुम लोग सब यहीं पे रुकना. देयर इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट चेंज इन द एप्लीकेशन. सो वंस वी फिनिश दिस मीटिंग विल डिस्कस अबाउट इट.
Any doubts regarding Brescia?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So should I leave?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.